Welcome back to some more Greedfall. But today, we'll have to discover our stupid cousin's location and what happened to him and why he disappeared. I will be renaming the name. The title, I mean. Just get chat running while we're loading up. So I can see everyone's comments. Right, we're doing the search for Constantine. This debug. Oh yeah, and I was up here because I wanted to see if there was a chest I can get. Turns out there wasn't any, and it was a big waste of time. Let's travel to this one. Also, just to let everyone know, I am now in a loving relationship with Alpha. We did it. My boy opened those lugs and he showed him the true the true ways of a warrior. That's all you need to know. So how far am I from investigating Constantine's disappearance? Literally around the corner. That is actually pretty amazing. You change weapons. I love the two shooting things.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope that Onegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here.
Oh, there's a dead body here. I mean, that's a big clue. No, investigate the tent.
The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts?
That's pushing it a bit.
Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantine or Katasak's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Oh, so we're done investigating? Okay.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find. This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Katasak have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms?
Maybe.
Crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantine nor Catasach are among them. Constantine and Catasach must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight. But a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Yeah. I'm just looting everything as I go by.
More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way. Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
Fighted a dragon?
Explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
But what fire could do this?
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from?
That looks like a guard.
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them?
Were they trying to create a bomb? That's my first suspicion. Were they trying to create a bomb? Bombs? I don't know. Footprints this
There are
way.
footprints. Only a handful made it up to here.
I really don't like what we'll go up against.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Catasach.
Need to be where they are. Right, that's dead. Rocks, that's a good
These
sign.
rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense.
What we have here, boys, is a kidnapping.
These vials look familiar. Catasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Catasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
And you think that they would have taken Constantine? Is that possible? Maybe he was in need of treatment. But if you suspect them to have participated in the combat to capture him, I think you're wasting your time. I know the captain of that outpost. A pessimistic man who would never order an attack without being absolutely certain of total victory without losses.
Perhaps. Unless he was simply obeying orders. It does belong to the Coin Guard, after all. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Because that is really close, and I'm... Yeah, I think that also needs fixing, is some of the details in this. They're glowing now. I don't know. But like Sura said, he's a healer, right? Unless that's his secondary... The Cave of Knowledge. What were they doing at the Cave of Knowledge? That is no detail. If you were to do a ritual, wouldn't you need a Cave of Knowledge? Because even I had to pass some tests and gain to trust these people to actually go in the Cave of Knowledge. But he's a donor card after all, so he has access to it. But maybe he tried? I don't know. Without more further clues, I can't see what exactly is going on. Also, this needs to be fixed. I've noticed this, like, there's a bug in here. Well, not bug, a glitch. Where this happens. It's not game breaking glitch, so it's just an annoying glitch. Where it puts it out of sync, so you have to kinda resync yourself with it. You know what I mean?
I've heard stories of your exploits. Thank you for all you've done.
Hi,
It's
Aiden.
unusual for us to be offered aid by a Renaigse. It seems my Tiern was right. You are on Almenawi. How can I help?
Hey, look, it's Aiden.
Katasak has disappeared. Would you have any idea as to where he went?
What? But my Tiern followed you to help you. How would I know where to find him?
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin to a particular place. A place to perform a ritual. Their escort was attacked. Decimated by beasts and by magic. And my cousin and Katasak have disappeared.
And you believe that the Tiern has taken your cousin and killed his soldiers? Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand only did so in order to better betray you.
Wait. This is not what my friend wanted you to hear. Perhaps they were wounded, and your master wanted to take Constantine to a safe haven to heal him. We must find them at all costs. Wherever they are, they most certainly need help.
Forgive me, Doneged. Your words are true. I spoke without thinking. But I do not know how I can help you.
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion on the battlefield. Do they belong to your master?
They could very well, but let me see them closely. No, they are not his. This potion does not seem like any of those my master prepares. I do not know this smell. The plants used to make it do not come from here. Another Doneged must be implicated, but none that I know would attack Katasach. May the trees protect us. Who would attack the water that heals? The earth that feels? They must be in grave danger.
Yes. I sincerely hope that we will find them. That they are alive and well. I must go. I need to continue my investigations.
When you have discovered anything, let me know.
I have to...
Unless they took Isaac and killed him because he thought he was kidnapping Constantine, but I don't think he is. No, that could be, it might have been a misrotation. Did he think he was in trouble when he wasn't? Also, figure's very important now. Now I've got my size, everything I need. My endurance. I'm going to bring up my willpower. And then that'll be fine. Why am I not increasing my vigor? Because I already got level 1 unlocked. My armor gets it at level 1 as well. And Siorla gives me it? Question mark. Yeah. So I got level from her, level from my armor, level from me. Oh good. Always well and nice.
Colonials? You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desarde. I am legate of the Congregation of Merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for Constantine d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rat hole?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their
Oh
direction.
God, we did.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
Then they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Captain, my name is Afra. You might remember me. I passed by this outpost with my fellow scholars.
The Lost Expedition. Yes, I remember.
His Excellency was able to extract us from the situation we found ourselves in.
His Excellency has powers that I do not possess.
I'm casting no stones at you. You are isolated and without resources, and understandably a bit angry. You have the feeling that the powerful of this world have abandoned you, and you want to make them pay. But a life hangs in the balance. We must save him.
You were right. I will tell you everything I know. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Concerning the young man that survived.
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? This boy will not survive long if so... Anything else?
I
need to
have to.
Good day, Captain.
Excellent.
I need to be...
I would...
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary!
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Right, is there a crafting table nearby? Should be, right? It's a bridge of lights. Yeah. Time to put on my craftsmanship gloves. That's what I'm doing now as well. Oh, I sold. Ah, damn it. Because I need science craft potions, but what I'm going to do eventually is get the gloves that require crafting and keep at least one.
Well, give it to me.
Oh.
We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
Yeah, this stone wasn't here before, it was a big giant ball. Stay for another 11 hours. Oh, dust now.
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantine Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
So okay, so it's confirmed that the healer is not the attacker, because he was defending.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency. Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same.
Advance quest, yep, we have to keep doing this quest. This is all about Constantine this episode. But we're here. And if I remember how I get down here, we can commission Thingy Bobby. Oh no, we don't. We need to go up. So we need to go down. We've been here before. Oh, wrong weapon.
Hello.
Renaigse, there you are again. What do you want?
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield. I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man I consider to be my brother, as well as the man who is protecting him. Katisach, one of your greatest Donegada.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach.
If you didn't attack him, you must know what happened to them. I was told that an islander took my cousin away. Perhaps your men were there to aid them.
We do not have your cousin, and we do not know what happened to him. As for Katasach, and the worst, Tire, he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him, but if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
So he died, trying to save such a noble man. No, someone says
Katasach. Seeing the state of his body, I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad, to have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do. Now then, let's see what story this corpse has to tell. The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or a musket shot. The major wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the degree that the skin was torn. The ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasach bore the brunt of this attack or incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that could have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous, burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we're on the tracks of a man, or a creature, capable of using molten rock as a weapon.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach, the power to call volcano fires, could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair? What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Right, thank you for that. You were extremely pointless. And be shimmer the shimmering the shimmer the shimmer.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
I've come to ask you for help.
My help? You still seek the remedy for the sickness on your island? Or are you looking for something else?
My cousin has been taken, and I've been told that you could help me.
Truly? And in what way?
By performing the Anatalis fair on the body of Katasach, the Donegad.
Katasach is dead. Under Vosh Dire. This is a great tragedy. He was a good man. Perhaps the best of us all. How did this happen?
He went with my cousin to a sacred site when they were attacked. My cousin has disappeared, taken according to a witness. And Katasach suffered terrible wounds. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been struck by molten rock.
Fire of the earth? Only the Nadaig Manemen have the power to wield it. But none of our own would have attacked Katasach.
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find who's responsible.
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound in the past. Very well, Renoixe. I will help you. And I also wish to gain understanding. Our island wails in suffering. Many Sinol Menawi have died. The Anatalis fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig, and bring to me the necessary ingredients while I prepare.
What do you require?
A potion. And listen and remember, or write in your language what I shall tell you. Do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place near the battlefield, because they contain the flesh of those who fell. As for the personal object of Katasach, find his weapon, because it knew his fury and his despair.
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body. I'll search the battlefield.
Where can I find him?
In Duren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. You'll find me there when you have united all that I need. Then we can perform the ritual when the moon is high.
In that case, let's go together to the ritual site. The place of the attack is not far from Duren's camp.
Very well. I'll follow you.
Yeah, it's better we go together. Because we're not having another death. This time a warrior was there. Right. Got to approach the register check. Do we need to... She's there. It might kill her. kinda don't want that to happen. We kinda need to keep her alive. Yeah, we'll head down the road here. Farming. Love that, but I love that potion bomb. So I'm also part magic. Makes sense because it's made for mobilizing. Let's try this. Yes! Look at that! This is amazing!
I recognize this weapon. It's Katasak's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
What are we doing? Take a sample of scourge with his person to attack. Scavenge his organs. So there are any beasts. Oh yeah, forget. I could use this. Oh. Yeah, I forget. There's a crafting bench in every fire camp. Oh god. I am slow. Meet Mev at midnight. Ah, okay, so we sleep. We sleep. So we need to sleep. Nighttime? Midnight? I think that would be midnight. That's not wrong. Where are you, Big Moon? Big Moony. But yeah, we're on our way to form a ritual and see what happens to the fate of Kazak, the great healer. Oh, good. You know what? You're annoying. Freeze you. Freeze you. Freeze everyone. Freeze everyone. There you go. Oh, apparently that's not good. So it will die. Oh, look. I could just go and stop. Status is now my funniest thing to use now, because I could just freeze an entire army. I'm like, nah, you stop. Yeah, don't give me magic. Kinda. I'll be like, I'll just do it for the fun. I know elf. No, that's not an elf. That's a deer. I am here, my good friend.
Were you able to find the elements I need for...
Yes. Here is what you asked me to bring.
This is good. The moon is high.
This is good.
We may start. Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, ole hanamemen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfem, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tatamenam reloidan, adotalamen contebedam, en antelam verfractandom.
Katazak, help me, please.
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster. Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katazak. To save one Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice. I will need to return to his sanctuary in the north of the island. He must be hiding there. I will need to find his sanctuary in the north of the isle. He must be hiding there. Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell, Mev.
So this goes back to Vanbar. So then it becomes a case of we've got two of the same. Find his trail, find the trail to High Carving Vanbar. But just Vanbar won't Constantine then. not the High King. Okay, what the hell are you? That's good. Oh, nice. Get 100 XP. Finding a dead body. So where do we go then? It all leads back to finding his trail. So we can't progress this story until we've done this one. Right? Am I thinking right? Am I thinking right? No, we've got to. Because we're yet to discover his trail. Thus finding his trail, thus finding him. We must find his trail before then. So in actual way, this episode actually turned out quite well for story-wise. It actually made the quests flow into each one another. Which is, and that's just sheer luck. There's no other word for it. It's just luck. It was a planned. I was expected to find his trail, confront it, but no, because I never did that mission. It actually, I can kill birds. No, what I meant to say was I could kill 2 birds with a sword and stone. Find his trail, find him. Questioning, but then you had to confront God of 1,000 faces. Then, God. So yeah, only this remains. Only finding his trail remains. There's no other word for, apart from. Now it's just pointing in one direction. Not the band, but the yeah. We'd be only streaming for an hour. Already, this is amazing. Good.
Finally, we've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here.
You found the high ground. Who are you, Anakin? Nah, you're not Anakin. You'll be...
Bloodied feathers.
They are extremely long. I know of no species of bird that sports such plumage.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains. If we want to have any chance of saving Constantine, we must hurry. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
I bloody hope so.
You should not have come all this way, Renaigse. I will not let you near Vimbar.
Sarah, we must see him. We don't have a choice. We saved you. Why have you locked us in the cavern? And why do you now stop us from passing?
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, you helped me. I thought that I had to help you in return. But I learned looking at the paintings that this was madness. Vinbar has heard the calling and answered. Even if it breaks my heart, he has done what is right. He maintains the balance. No one must stop him. I am his Menundanem. It is now my duty to defend the path he treads.
His path led him to kill Katasach, and now he holds my cousin captive. I'm sorry, Sarah, but no one will keep us from passing.
Eitmo!
I'm sorry, natives. What do you expect me to do?
Over there. More feathers.
Oh, search here. Sorry, Nate. Oh, but you're quite good. Can I not give this to... what's her face? Bit more damage. Yeah. Less pen though on the armor. I'll configure that.
More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here, with Constantine. If he's still alive, we need to find a way to get inside quickly. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
Constance fate now. Now it's gone straight to the guy's fate. My Constance. Baby has to sacrifice him. I really don't like the look of this, where he's going. That's him transforming, isn't it? Yeah, this is really sketchy, my dude. Yeah. This does not look terrifying at all.
King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it. You are too blind, too Renaigse to understand.
Leave him!
I cannot. Oh, source of life.
Free him! Damn it!
I love that.
Your cousin is probably freed from his stone.
You're right. Let's go see him quick.
Got that.
Constantine! Wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed.
How interesting. That's very interesting indeed.
Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm going to tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it. And in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site. A place full of magic. I followed his instructions. And all of a sudden... What an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just want to understand.
Right, okay.
It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
The god of 1,000 faces, the god. You speak to the god.
Tell me more about this ritual. What did it consist of?
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am on Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Flictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor.
I'm just puzzled by Constantine's appearance. Hold on. If he is an Anomaly, you should have a mark on his face. I don't think he does. It might be on the other side, though. Nope, no mark. I don't think he is an Anomaly. He's bound to the island, sure, but I think he wasn't. Because that seems odd. I don't know. He just seems off. He woke up from nearly dreaded sleep, but he's full of energy. I mean, that's Constantine's personality. But at the same time, I'm like, eh. God damn it. So the High King is dead, and we have no other way to get to the sanctuary. But his path was leading him down a dangerous path. It's saying he's brought balance. Maybe this. Ooh, hey, oh. Wait. Maybe he was doing it right. Oh. Fuck. Maybe. Ah.
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Karans of Katasach. We learned of his death. Andevosht Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King, Vinbar, is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into his mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him?
Don't say that, no.
What happened? How could a friend of Katasach do such a horrible thing?
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of killing my cousin, and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was for that reason that he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wish to see Enonmil Frictum, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry as you.
Andevosht, Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Bladnit, Katasach, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
Who will win the vote in your...
It is possible that some amazing feat. If Bladnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time.
Is there anyone else among those?
Do not take me for someone born last, but you shall fail this time. And you must... Can I do?
I must leave.
Selected a new king. Fantastic. And at least one pretender's trust. I'm going to try King Dunkus. And maybe that's how people became guardians. Maybe they were protectors, or like the High Kings, and Queens, that became the guardians of the place.
What brings you here?
I'm the bearer of bad news. Vinbar, your High King, is dead.
Andevoshtire. He was a great king, and a very wise Donegad. We haven't seen him in a long time, but his memory shall be honored.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to take his place.
I am not looking for power, but Tiafradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaisse brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past, and chasing away those who came does not make sense. The wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become High King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaigse humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enon Miel Frichtemann in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people.
That's good work.
If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
You are a Karants of our clan, and I have witnessed your wisdom and benevolence. I would be glad to help you meet Enon Miel Frichtemann, and I pray that he will help your people. But you should know that my election is far from certain. The spirits are divided, and some are thirsty for revenge.
Would there be a way to make sure that you get picked?
I do not like the idea of using such a method. But yes, there is a way. The High Kings of old wore a legendary crown, said to be a gift from Enon Miel Frichtemann. The one who became the first Guardian is believed to have taken it with him in death. If someone were to wear it in these troubled times, they would definitely be chosen by the others.
And where can I hope to find it?
In the burial mound of the High Kings near the village of Vignamri. But it is said that the path towards it is strewn with spears, and that its entrance, situated near a large dead tree, is guarded by a Nadaig Magamen. It is a deeply holy place, and the Guardian will not let anyone enter without a fight. If you do decide to go there, fill your heart with humility and respect, for those who rest there were great men.
Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Miel Frichtemann?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
Have you thought carefully about what your allies' intentions are? If you approve of them, fine. But if you don't, it would be better to pick someone else.
You're right. It's a decision that's more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Let's go back to the village I was born in.
To what do I owe the pleasure of...
I regret to inform you that your High King, Vinbar, is dead.
And divorced Tire. He was a great man, although he left us a long time ago. But why have you come to notify me of such sorrowful news?
Glendan has informed me that you are most likely among those who will want to take his place.
It is true, and I will perhaps be able to obtain it. I understand that you may be worried about my intentions, but rest assured, I seek only to bring peace to our lands. Peace brings life and prosperity by creating an alliance with the people of the continent. The lives of our people will be improved and happier.
There is something I would like to ask of you, if you were to be named High King.
I would be thankful if you could allow me to meet Enon Frictiman.
Of course. If I become High King, I would be glad to help you. You are Carants of Ignamri after all. If you really want to make sure that I win, you will need to seek the crown of the High Kings.
What is that?
It may only be a legend, but it is said that High Kings used to wear a very ancient crown. The first Guardian would have taken it to the grave. If someone were to wear it today, they would surely be chosen.
And where is the first Guardian's tomb located?
Somewhere not far from here, since he fought his last battle nearby. The entrance to his burial mound is said to be guarded by a Nadaig Magaman, the path that leads to it, marked by but beware. Anything else?
Nothing.
Yeah, let's get old people to convince me. So I probably want Ulan. If we can merge Ulan and Dunkus to have a kid, that would be amazing. Because then that way we can just go, we'll choose that guy. That's why I think Dunkus and Ulan should make a massive crown, because it'd bring peace and land. Well, Dunkus brings wisdom.
What do you seek?
I need to be going.
Well,
I am the bearer of bad news. Your High King Vinbar is dead.
Dead? And the first Tire. He was a good king in times of peace, but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those keen to replace him.
That's true. If Bloodmead were still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done a long time ago. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Minawi. You will have to pick a side.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enon Frictiman. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to drive away?
I have my own reasons. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
You have helped my people. You are our Carants as well. You can count on me to help you. Once I am the High Queen, I will lead you to the Sanctuary.
You seem certain you will obtain the title.
Those who covet victory must do everything they can to obtain it. Don't you agree? The old kings wore a legendary crown, which was lost during the war against the people of the sea. Whoever were to retrieve it would be chosen.
And you know where it is?
I believe it is located in the Tomb of the Kings. A holy place not far from the village of Ignamri. I do not know exactly, and that the entrance is marked. Do not worry.
That.
I will find this place and retrieve the crown before the election.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote...
Anything more?
So
I need to be going.
Do I want Dunkus or Ulan? Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Because it's... who do I want? How can I be sure if it's a... yeah, like Alpha said, how do you make sure the... she was gonna get it anyway, so she's gonna force herself to take it. To that reason alone, I'm not gonna take her. So the Duncan doesn't like to see that who's a mess because he wants to win the center square. What do they want? People pay. Peace and war. They must fight. Wisdom brings them together. So in not my case, because you got to maintain balance as well between that. Like I said, like if you, like people were saying, you must maintain balance between war and peace. And I think for that reason alone, my logic is this: if you keep this side, oh, we were meant to come here really late. May have killed him 12 levels behind. They killed him pretty early. So yeah, for my reason alone, I'm gonna got Dunkus. He seems to be the most wise of them all. You can have peace and war, and those two will always constantly be unbalanced. If I pick peace more than war, it's not really balanced. Wisdom is no, you can't. I think there's some way to balance out wisdom, but I'm gonna choose Dunkus. Yeah. Sorry. I've killed you a bit early. I was like, there must be. You must have fighted. You won't let you have to fight. I'm like, oh, that place. I killed him ages ago. So you must be within the grave. On the other side. Can I not? You should, shouldn't I? Or is it possible to climb? Possible to climb. Gotcha, so I must take the long way around. Yeah. So I'm going to choose Dunkus. I'm going to choose Dunkus. He doesn't like to use such methods, which shows that he knows it's wrong, but everyone else thinks it's right. God, here's the first Guardian. That's absolutely terrifying. It's the crown.
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders, and you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse.
It doesn't make it
I
right.
wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Deirdre is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
If I give you the crown, you shall be named High Queen. What will you do with this power?
You have already shown to all that you are not like the other Renaigse. I will not hide from you the truth. Teofradi does not want to welcome your people. They toy with us, take without returning, kill and pillage. I will unite my people and cast all of the Monosenaig into their ocean wagons. They will go and pillage elsewhere.
You want the crown so you can more easily rid yourself of my presence afterward?
If you give it to me, you will become our Karants. And we do not chase away our Karanten. And also, you are on Manawi. You are bonded to this land, not to theirs, no?
I have come here looking for this crown, because I need the help of the next High King. I must meet Enon Milfrichtem to ask him to heal my people.
Are you sure that they are your people? Very well. It is a very great honor you ask of me. But you took great risks in order to obtain it. If you give me the crown, I will open the sanctuary to you. You may speak to Enon Milfrichtem. I swear this to you.
So, but what's gonna happen to my allies? My people? I'd have to give this a while. Give this a couple minutes thought. I give her the crown, she drives away the nicest, but there'll be a long-lasting war. It's then... Here's the plot, here's the other side of the story. My uncle will come and goes, you need to fight against the East to kind of drive back, so there will probably be a war between the natives driving back us from the land, but we're maintaining our ground, standing strong. There'll be a lot of deaths. Would it be good or bad? It would be good for her to unite people and try and drive away. That's fantastic. All for it. But the bad thing about it is, it's the long-term consequences. You're gonna have a war with us, and everyone, I imagine, right? Even St. Matthias and the Bridge Alliance, which I forget their name. So you're gonna have to fight, and us as well, the country, because we're all allies connect together, right? So she's gonna have to fight a 3v1. She may have the numbers, but we have technology. I don't think giving her the crown's gonna be such a good idea. I'd rather keep it.
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe someone other than you must become the High King.
Someone more easily manipulated, who will obey the orders of the Renaigse, no doubt. Too bad. You leave me no choice. I have come to take that crown, and I won't leave without it.
Oh, come on! Why?
Enough. I accept my
Oh, that was
defeat.
quick.
Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
So it seems indeed. We will meet again at Dorhad Genadu. Until then, Deirdre.
See, she was... This is why I chose to keep it. Because if you... Because here's the thing, that's just basically the principle of war. You tell someone to leave, they say no. What's gonna happen to them? They're gonna push back. It'll be a small battle, but the cost of just of winning. Woohoo! That's nice. So then we need not bigger. Just lock picking. Now, Because I already got level 3. I'm not the charismatic person, so we'll go with science. Finish my science off. She was determined, but that's just, we were fighting one person. She was fighting she had more people than we only had 3, and we won. That kind of shows you how the scale of war would work if she was the leader. Think about how big it must have been. And it would have been not very good. I don't think that would have been a very good balance choice either. Because she should kill a lot to push back just to get rid of someone. That's actually not... It depends how many you've lost as well. Because don't forget, for every and the leader of the clan, don't forget you have it's their sister daughters who would then would have to become the guard of their clan. But remember, but it also here's a bad thing about that, their sisters as well would go to war. Mothers, sisters, daughters, the entire families would be going, it would be generations of war. Until someone goes to the point of saying, well, what's the point of war? She was elected High Queen because of my mistake. No, I'm not. I'm making Dunkus High King. And that will be set out. If you want peace or war, go to either clan. Wisdom. What would balance counteract wisdom? Again, war. I'd say war. Let's speak to the tree. Oh no. Dunkus, my man.
I went into the tomb. I found the ancient crown of the High Kings.
And so, you entered into one of our most sacred places. May this adventure have brought you wisdom and understanding of our people and of your own history. This relic is venerated. The one who wears it will certainly be elected. But you know that, do you not?
Yes, I do. Certain that whoever is named will help me meet Enon Milfrictiman.
I have pledged my honor to help you, and my words are true. But more is being played here than a simple meeting. You know that I work for a tempering of spirits, the healing of wounds of Tifredi, and those of your own continent. But the decision is yours. To the son that was lost and refound on our island.
Right. Out here?
I need to think some more.
Do not be sorry. You are right to take, but the council will unite soon.
So, I need to take my time to brush it.
I went into the tomb.
And now you count on using it to lean upon the leader you...
Yes. I need to be certain that the one elected...
I already promised you my help in this. Do you wish that your people may continue to settle here? For our mutual benefit.
I need to think...
But do not wait for too long.
You would lose your leverage. It's between these two. I've ruled out today altogether now. It's between these two. Wisdom or peace? we can't be too peaceful with the United either, because they'll be because then they'll use us to our own advantage. That's where war comes in. But the problem with that is the opposite problem. We start to just shut up and push them too much away. So war and hinder wisdom. You give us wisdoms, thoughts, to learn us to be clever. And he says us that he could trust us. And he's also a healer, which is a benefit. So not only would he be helping the people on this island, he could also be teaching us about healing and being wise. Piece of war rolled out now by Stunkus for certain.
Have you?
Take it. I trust you.
The council has begun to unite. It is time for me to go. Thank you for choosing me. I will do all in my power to bring you what you desire. You have my promise.
Congratulations, Dunkus. I'm certain that you will be a very wise High King. And now, are you ready to keep your promise and take me to meet with Enon Miel Frichtemann?
You are burning with the impatience of youth. But according to tradition, I must first go to the sanctuary on my own. Without the blessing of Tifradi, my title is nothing but empty, meaningless words.
Yeah.
But fret not. How could I be called wise if I went back on the promise I made my friend as soon as I got elected? Meet me at the sanctuary's entrance in 2 days, and I will open its doors for you.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'll be there.
Right, okay.
Every one of us will be praying during these 2 days for Enon Miel Frichtemann to bless our chosen one. But we don't have to stay here and do nothing. We can go somewhere else if you want.
Take us some other missions to do to meet her. There's no else missions to do. I've done all the side quests, all my companion side quests. We might as well wait 2 days. Go directly there to meet the king. Oh, I hope I've made a good choice.
There you are, Karantz.
How was the encounter?
Enon Miel Frichtemann welcomed me like a mother would welcome her child. I will have to meditate on everything he told me and think about the warnings he gave. But now he's waiting for you. I will open the way. Once you are in the sanctuary, always stay on the right-hand path and keep a confident heart. Those who let doubt take hold of them and turn back risk awakening the guardians of this place.
Right.
Wa Aulam said.
Try to meet Eldamir Frichtemann. Actually, no wonder it's been. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's perfect waters. We're about to meet a god. In a way, I'm excited to keep on the right path. Yeah. But that's a tree. Oh, I'm guessing I have to be on that rock. Ooh. This is the moment. This is the moment. I cannot wait any longer. Whoa, that is gorgeous. I'm gonna take a minute here to get this thumbnail. That is amazing. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's actually quite gorgeous. No wonder this is a sanctuary. God of 1,000 faces, 1,000 branches. He's basically a tree god. Let's waste no time. Oh no, oh, let's see what happens. There's someone moving. Drop your weapon!
And so the child that was taken has returned, the flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call en on me Vrietimen. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Mil Frichtemen. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die.
Dark?
And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only want it truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands, he spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, more from me and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible. How could that be?
You must leave now.
Alright. Don't argue.
Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all followers. Flee, or you will be dead.
He's telling you to run! Run, you daft sod! Oh my god. Too late now! Jeez. What about my character just run? Does he not understand? Oh my god. He told you to flee. Why did you not flee? You listened to a god. Oh my god, he's an idiot.
I saw a man running out of the sanctuary, and I heard the cries of creatures inside. Is everything all right? Did you manage to get the answers you were expecting?
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the Earth. It's actually some kind of poisoning. And it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
Words that come from the heart of the island carry with them a wisdom, which may sometimes be difficult to grasp. If you need help, I would be glad to be of assistance. My clan knows how to heal the Earth.
Thank you, Dunkus. I suppose I just need time to think.
You haven't told me everything, have you? There appears to be a storm weighing down on your forehead.
It is true. But it is something I must verify by myself.
I see. Do not hesitate to come and find me if I can help you. Qua aulum secarans.
Goodbye.
Face to face with a god. So we may eld or may afflict him. Don't worry about constant sanctuary. I suppose we must. So we must travel to... So we spent most of our time talking to a tree. Awesome. When they first arrive, yeah. Go the footsteps through the earth. I bet think I was doing the right thing, just the wrong way.
My dearest cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Teleme. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, Your Excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again? Unless it is those traitors of the Guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Burren is hoping that you could send him your cousin, as well as some troops.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great. Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
Dear allies, knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for his life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to him.
Yeah. Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
So now we got new threats.
Constantine,
my dear cousin.
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able to talk with Enon Miel Frictamen.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the pretender who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Dunkus. He's the king of the village of Vigigador, and a Donegad full of wisdom.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree. As strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the earth so much, we have poisoned it, and the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the earth can be healed, that his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
No, I'm going to stick with my gut say not about the warning.
No, but it's true that the conversation ended abruptly. An intruder had managed to sneak into the sanctuary, and we had to flee to evade the wrath of its guardians.
An intruder, you say? Then I guess this sanctuary isn't that heavily protected. Your work really is exemplary. The entire continent should be thanking you. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I must take my leave.
Take care.
We're going to be watching Constantine closely. But yes. Yeah, done me a flickton. Yep. But yeah, that's no more side quests done. Side quests are almost done. Just need to find these. These are two, and that's it. Whoops. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. So yeah. So we discovered that, so in this episode what we did was, we found Constantine, we killed the old High King, we then elected a new one, we then saw the god of the thousand faces, and the character was stupid and didn't understand the word, but he was, we almost died. Awesome, that's always a good news. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoyed the series, this episode today. Hey, it's been fun. Tomorrow we're going to discover this new threat and see what happens. We'll get to the bottom of this. It's getting so close now, it's so close. Be unbearable. But alright everyone, I hope everyone's thanks for watching. This has been your boy, the warrior, the mage, the gunman. And I'll see you all tomorrow for the next episode. Bye bye, I love you all.